representative way of relaxation. There was something that you said about your father painting and doing carpentry, and mine was he did the carpentry a lot when he was younger, and then he painted as he got older, and he never talked to me either about these things. But I think that was a generation thing, because he was in the Second World War. I think that's why a lot of the knowledge has not been passed down, because of the war, and why it may start up again now because we don't have a war.
My mother was a painter. She didn't do anything else but painting. Although I didn't have the advantage of having a mother who could do all kinds of practical things with her hands, I thought you should have that opportunity.
But even if the knowledge is not passed down, then you still, with your DNA, and you still acquire the gifts that one or more of your parents or grandparents had.
I think my mother did encourage me once, because she sent me round to a neighbour called Peggy to teach me embroidery. And she did that making a ration book cover. So it was really absolutely on date.
My son is an artist. Yeah, so he got that from his grandfather. Well, he's in computers, so it's making his own videos, etc.
I had been to a school that favoured art, so that had given me lots of permission. So I had this nice lino cut, so I dyed some cloth and printed it up. And I didn't realise until the other day just how successful it was. Because the weather was incredibly cold in May when I got married, I wore it as my wedding dress because I could wear a jumper underneath it. But now finding that there are people, adult women, who can't thread a needle, I feel rather aghast. And of course it goes with this throwaway society. As soon as a button falls off, we get rid of it, which is quite ridiculous in my view.
Yeah, there's the giving aspect and the creating something functional or to be used, like the knitting of a sweater or making a desk for somebody to sit at. But I think the main reason that somebody does it is for themselves and the peace that they're going to get from doing it.
I think I've enjoyed things. I don't think they've been necessarily calming. All this talk about it's very calming, that's a cliche, modern cliche. I think it's terminology. I think they really mean the equivalent. I was introduced to mindfulness in a class run by one of the women who'd developed it originally, so that was rather good. And at the time I had depression. I was in fact bipolar without knowing it, and I thought it might help, which maybe it did.
So I had a very complicated, traumatic childhood, but somewhere along the way I was shown how to knit, and I used to spend every summer with my grandmother in Germany. It must have come from my German side, because I can only knit with one needle under my arm. We're all unique, and we all will gravitate towards something that means something to us as an individual.